Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Golden Goal Show, everybody. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 6. Welcome to the show. Everybody, just right now embrace because this song is playing and Champions League is back, and we are so happy to enjoy some classic, lovely football, minus Manchester United, but some classic, lovely football, minus, yes, but everybody, welcome to the show watching on YouTube and on Spotify. Let me first introduce you to my guests and co-hosts on the shows. Solomon, a Chelsea fan and a Dortmund fan. How you doing, mate? You doing good?
Uh, I know, as good as it can be,
Yeah.
Just suffering every week.
We don't hear this song playing anymore for our club, so
Nope.
it's it's tough out there, but we're surviving. It is what it is. And then also another person on the show, lovely to have him on as always, an agent of the football world, Agent Dimitri, currently on vacation since the transfer market is done and closed, just saving up for the next transfers window. Yes. How are you doing, Dimitri? You doing good? You doing all good in the hood?
Oh, I didn't know it was that big.
What?
It's I got this thing off on Amazon. It's like to help me with transfers better, and also my shoes. Uh, and it's like I didn't expect it to be
What are you
as
referring
big,
to?
I guess. Oh, it's like Sue and Kit. I thought it's
Oh,
like a smaller one for emergency repairs, but whatever. I'll just
I have a
tie the
feeling you're actually being serious right now, so okay.
yeah. I'll sue the
Don't
like sue with a
Whoa.
Sue and Kit.
Okay.
Like I'll saw
Okay.
the
Okay. Okay.
the transfer market
Oh,
together piece
okay.
by piece.
Understand. Understand. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you very
slowly.
much.
But first
Okay.
I'll kind of I'll later. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay. Lovely to have you on, of course. But let us now get into breaking newslings. And first, of course, we have to talk about where's the button? Pep Guardiola, or Pepe Guardiola, whatever you want to call him. So, surprise, surprise, Man City are a team that have won. And yes, I mean, I'm not surprised that they won, but they did win, and they did win. And I do have a story about this. I don't know what I literally had a story about this. I don't know where the heck it actually went. um,
He's a bold guy, and
yeah.
he's a silly. Well, you should see his interview talking about how Arsenal are strong, and
I think that's what I was actually gonna talk about. Yeah, he
he
did
made the
some interview.
news.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
you wanna say it? You probably know it better than me.
yeah. He was being asked what do you think of like the Arsenal game against against Everton at the Goodison Park, and he was like, how Arsenal are strong, and then the same as Liverpool goes the same, and then somebody says, what about what about Man United, and he just
He starts
scoffs.
laughing.
He just scoffs, and then he's like, and it just moves on, and it's like
He's just
yeah,
he
the
literally.
perfect encapsulation of yeah. But he does that though. He's like he does that about every team. Like I think he did like the same thing for Chelsea the year they won the Champions League. He's like, oh, you know how Chelsea are, like
He's not
they're
scared.
gonna win it. But yeah, now
He's not scared of anything. That's basically his.
yeah,
Yeah, so he
he's
basically was like, no, sorry. He's like, cheers, Jeff. Every when they asked him about Man United, he's like, yep, okay,
yeah.
nice, great. So yeah, shocked. All right, on to the next news links. Let us see in three, two, and a big, big one. Next news links. It is about this guy right here, Martinelli. Ooh, what's this about? It's about, I'll tell you in a second. VAR, correct to rule out Gabriel Martinelli's goal at Everton. Was it correct, actually? But there's actually some questionable calls this weekend for VAR, but I guess we can talk more about Martinelli. So the Arsenal forward, Gabriel Martinelli, sees his first half strike at Everton ruled out by VAR offside. So it was very tight, and I mean, this wasn't the only thing that VAR kind of messed with this weekend. It was also some things to Tottenham, be awarded a penalty against Sheffield United, Brentford boss Thomas Frank. was he right to be sent off as well for that as well too? And then it just keeps going on and on every week, and it's just annoying. So um yeah, there there were so many occasions. There was okay, Everton's Decore not given penalty after William Saliba challenge as well too. Ref was right not to give Decore penalty that you don't know. Chelsea's Malo Gusto not given penalty after collision with Bournemouth's Lloyd Kelly, and Gusto didn't deserve penalty at Bournemouth, but it's just all the pundits whatever they say. So I mean, Ollie McBurn given second yellow card for protesting against referee Peter Banks, so you can't talk about the referee. That is in the rule book, and I understand that. Another one, Chris Basham brings down James Madison in the box, but Spurs are not awarded a penalty against Sheffield, and they said it's not enough to give Spurs a penalty, but it just depends on the ref, of course, because they are the one that makes the final decision. Another one, Callum Wilson, goal disallowed for a foul on Mark Phelan, and people are saying Wilson blocked Falcon arm, right call, but you don't know. Hey, yeah, like I already said, the Brentford boss as well too. So yeah, there's on and on. There's always something to talk about, but like I said, so okay, yeah, one question for you, Solomon. Would you like it better if there wasn't VAR and just made the refs, make a good decision or make a bad decision?
Well, I mean, sometimes they do get it right. Like some of the technology is pretty good, but the consistency is the problem. It's just not consistent from game to game, from week to week. This
Yep.
week they doing something, and this week they're not. I like the fact that the refs are like getting onto like wasting time. They're adding a bunch of time,
Yeah, that's
waste time in the
fine.
minutes.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. If the VAR
No, no,
was
no, no, no.
if it was improved that way, that would have been made better.
Hold off a second. I have something to say important.
Hmm.
I think that's what Nostradamus was warning us about. Like, we gotta just find all of those ARs, all of those technologies, and burn them down before they take over.
Okay.
It's either us or them. So
I
it's just,
I yeah.
they're watching us everywhere. So we gotta, we gotta find the Skynet and kill it.
I mean, you have a point, but I don't like VAR. I do like all this, time wasting and they crack down on it. Yes, I do, but I still don't like the VAR. It feels like it's caused more trouble than anything and also wasted more time than anything. Just let the one person, and that's the referee, make the call. That's it. So it's just I don't know. It's just annoying. So all right,
But
let's go.
sometimes they get it right though. Sometimes if like the Brantford game when Bubuma touched the ball with his hand,
Yeah.
it could have been called penalty, but he was getting pulled, and the referee took a look at that one on the screen and then called it off. That was a right call because he was out of balance, and when you are out of balance, trying to do as much as you can to stay, try not to fall with your like heads first. So sometimes they do make a wrong call. The problem is like it's not consistent from game to game, from week to week. It's just flaky.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. At least I don't think VAR should. I think only one person should make the decision, or at least they should have. I mean, I heard this as well too. They should have like, I guess, experienced players in the booth as well too to make decisions that are neutral, completely neutral to the situation, and make
Mm.
those decisions. Not have like some other officials in like a faraway place make the decision. Because if you have too many people interacting with each other, it's just gonna be I don't know, someone's favoritism or something like that. So I don't know. I just don't like the idea of VR, and it's gonna be like that forever now. And yeah, it's already messed up so many things, but it is what it is. We move on. Lovely. Next news. So yes, Aaron Ramidale. So as you do know probably, Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta admits considering changing goalkeepers during games before after dropping Aaron Ramsdale. So Mikel Arteta on dropping Aaron Ramsdale for David Raya in Arsenal's 1-0 win at Everton on Super Sunday. It's the same rationale as why Fabio Vieira and Gabi Jesus played. I haven't had a single question about why Gabriel hasn't been starting. So this is basically talking about how Mikel Arteta regrets not trusting his instincts to change goalkeepers during the game in the past after dropping Aaron Ramsdale. And as we did see today in Champions League, Ramsdale was dropped and David Raya did play and obviously had a clean sheet, lovely. But it was about who they play, PSV, I believe, right? Am I correct with the Champions League? I believe was it
Yeah, yeah.
was it PSV? Yeah, it was PSV. Yeah, oh my god, they battered them. But yeah, and then of course another story popped up after that, of course, because Aaron Ramsdale, would he possibly look for a different team? Because I know he would want to be the first team keeper, and Mikel Arteta, and honestly, a lot of coaches right now in the Premier League, they're just looking for the that switch of keepers. I mean, besides obviously like Ederson and Allison, but other teams as well too are trying to do that switch keeper as well too. So it could happen, and also teams like Bayern, Chelsea, and Tottenham are looking at Ramsdale as well too as a number one keeper choice. But like I said, I don't know, never know. You got one or two words for that, Solomon?
Well, I think it's the general shift of the game, though. In general, I'm sorry, this is going to be a long one, but
That's fine.
because goalkeepers nowadays are not just playing with their hand, and they're much more skillful. I don't know if you've seen a lot of like Edison, what
Yeah, of
Edison
course.
does
Yep.
at Man City. He could be playing in the back or in the middle, to be honest. So, and the same thing with a lot of the Onana is pretty good with his
What's my name?
shots. Yeah, and so it's sort of a pattern. So, and I can see top teams going forward for a goalkeeper that's good in his feet as well, as long as good as in his hands, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so it's kind of a pattern. It's like whatever you feel like, if you feel like you're playing much from the back, you do need a goalkeeper that is pretty good with his, with his feet. So like it's about and he's also making the right assumption here. Like you do need to go. You look at the way the team is playing, and you do need to go if you need to counterattack pretty quick, and you do need to play it from the back. You do have to have a good goalkeeper that can pinpoint the ball across the field, or like just pass accurately to the wing. That's the pattern that we're witnessing nowadays. A lot of goalkeepers are becoming like a really good, and that's going to be I assume that's going to be going forward. And I don't think Ramsdale, he's pretty good, but I don't think he's good as some of the goalkeepers. And I think for the coach to change him, he might
Yeah.
have seen something on training or something that suggests that he might fit, or Ryan might fit the way he wants to play from the back, or the way he might see something that we don't. So I'm pretty sure he sees something if he's willing to bet that big of a change.
Yeah. And I do agree with you. Like their goalkeepers are definitely changing because they're wanting, as you can tell, more teams are wanting to play with a back three, obviously, because they want those wingers to go up and down the field to do work like that. And they're wanting, once the ball comes to the defense, they want that goalkeeper to shift into that back three to be a back four. And it's very interesting to see if you watch teams like, Man City, Arsenal has it as well too, and just other teams as well, not even in Premier League, but other leagues as well too. It's all about
Yeah, Neuer
adaptation.
Neuer was like that for Bayern Munich for a
Yeah,
long
he's the
time.
one that like started that,
Yeah,
but that's more different. That's more of like, just being good with your feet, and they were more using him just like as a back pass, but not actually where the tactic is literally, if it comes
built
down to
into.
it, it's gonna be a
Yeah,
back four with the keeper. So that's just
yes.
interesting. So
It's always better to play with 11 player versus 10 players. They
yeah,
want to include that player on the actual plan of the attack, plan of like defense, and a lot of the movements a lot.
yeah, it's true. Okay, well, yeah, interesting fact and great discussion. So, okay, let's go on to another one, and it is about Newcastle. This is kind of old, but we like it. Actually, it's interesting. So, Newcastle breaks UEFA rules on pre-match preparations after Storm delays departure to Milan for Champions League opener. So this did, of course, happen on Tuesday. That with the Champions League draw between Newcastle and AC Milan. So Newcastle manager Eddie Howe on late arrival in Milan ahead of Champions League opener. It's not out of the normal that that can happen. This is a weather problem, but we've been in similar situations. So if you don't know what this is about, so Newcastle, actually, I'll just say in general. So basically, teams before any away games, they travel to the city, maybe do 1 or 2 training sessions in that city. Newcastle, right now, they did not do that, and they actually did their training sessions in Newcastle and took off 2 hours and 20 minutes late instead of flying. So they practiced instead, did their training, and then they flew to Milan and played the game the next day. So that's just kind of interesting. It's not like I don't think it's not really a big deal, and I don't know if it's actually breaking any rules. And if it did break any rules, big whoop. Newcastle has the money that can pay it off. I really don't care. So yeah, 1 or 2 words for this, Mr. Solomon.
I think it's a norm rather than a rule, but it's I guess it's also like if you haven't been to the Champions League, if you haven't flew anywhere in the last, I don't know, how was it, like 2004? Since 2004, you would go to the airport late too.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I mean? The more you do it, but I guess hopefully the next game they will go to the city and advance and prepare, because it also helps you like get adjusted for a little while, like get the weather, the city, get to
Yeah, because the
get
first time they
feel of
actually
it.
played
Yeah.
on the pitch was during the game. I guess maybe warm up,
Yeah.
sure, but yeah. So
Yeah.
okay, interesting. Dimitri, of course, I need definitely your opinion on this. 1 or 2 words for Newcastle possibly breaking the UEFA rules on this.
Well, nothing surprising. Like Newcastle, who are they?
Exactly.
It's like an apple, you know?
Well, my apple, my
But
wife,
yeah,
my wife like
it's just
apple,
like that apple. Yeah.
and my brother Bilo.
So yeah, so that brother Billow, it's like
Okay.
Newcastle.
Okay.
There
know
you
what?
go.
I like that.
USA, greatest country. High five.
All right, on to the words of the mama. That was the last words of the mama. All right, well, now we can get into some leagues, of course, because we do love football, and it is back to football. So let's just get into it right now. And that is, of course, the Premier League, greatest league in the world, maybe. All right, first place, of course, Manchester City. Second place, Tottenham Hotspurs. What the hell? Third place, Liverpool. Fourth place, Arsenal. Fifth place, Brighton. 18th place, Everton. 19th place, Burnley. And 20th place, Luton Town. Matchday 5, let's get into it. So, Wolves and Liverpool. 1 to 3 for Liverpool. Confident and complete for Liverpool. Fulham, Luton Town, 1 to 0. Fulham beating Luton Town, and Luton Town still winless with the game. Tottenham, Sheffield United, 2 to 1 for Tottenham, still keeping up their amazing record with a red card also for Sheffield, and Ange Postecoglou, the Australian coach, doing great things. West Ham, Man City, 1 to 3, close, but not really close because it is Manchester City. So, yep, 3 to 1 for Man City. Doesn't even I'm not gonna say anything bad about West Ham because they've been doing great this season. Man United, Brighton, 3 to 1 for Brighton. I mean, it's kind of normal now to see Brighton on top placing these bigger teams. I mean, Man United, if you call them bigger team, but yeah, they're doing great this season, and De Zerbi is mastermind of a coach. Then Aston Villa, Crystal Palace, 3 to 1 for Aston Villa. It was a shaky game. I did watch this game, Palace fan here, and yeah, Palace did do decent actually during this game, but in the end, Aston Villa came back with a penalty and another goal in the ends of the game. Then, of course, Newcastle Brentford, 1 to 0 for Newcastle. Brentford did do good there in this game, but wasn't enough, of course, for Newcastle. Bournemouth Chelsea, 0 to 0. Oh my God! If it wasn't for what's the goalkeeper's name? Sanchez.
Sanchez. Yeah.
Yep, he was probably the man of the match. Chelsea would have been in the mud, but same old Chelsea. Can't even say much about it. Missing their chances when it counted most. All right, Everton, Arsenal, 1 to 0 for Arsenal, getting that win, and yeah, great win for them. Then Nottingham Forest and Burnley, 1 to 1, a draw there, and a red card for Burnley as well too. All right, well, Solomon, want to talk about any matches you watched? I did watch Crystal Palace, and it was decent, but yeah, penalty and then a couple of goals. That's what happened. So, you want to talk about any games you watched?
I watch. I mean, I watch Chelsea game, but I also watch Newcastle, Brentford, and then Man United and Brighton.
Yeah, I saw Man United get I mean, I
Yeah,
saw United get
humiliated.
humiliated. So
Yeah, it wasn't even like close. Like
no,
they just dominated them in and they look like, oh, when is this gonna be over, man? They just look like out of it, like sick and tired. At least we were trying. We were trying things. We were hitting the post. We were close, and we were shooting off to the side. But we were trying. But they weren't even trying. Like I watched the Chelsea game, obviously, and
that was painful.
oh my, it was painful.
It
But
was so painful.
yeah, it was painful. But
But to bring to Brighton, yeah, I know Danny Welbeck scored, Pascal Gross and João Pedro,
yeah,
and oh yeah,
yeah,
Manchester United actually did have a great goal with Hannibal scoring
yeah.
that screamer of a goal, but still, I mean,
Yeah, dude. Even then, they got mad at him for celebrating the goal. I was like,
oh,
what?
that's rude
That's
because
yeah.
he's a
He scored
talented
a
player.
goal. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. And then he just didn't have the passion. But Chelsea game was okay. It was just painful to watch. They were trying every bits of.
If I can just
yeah.
throw some stats right now because I'm crazy about the stats, but
Yeah.
it was 13-14 for shots for Chelsea, which is actually close. I mean, Bournemouth,
Yeah.
it's a weak side, but they it's wait, what place is even Bournemouth in? They're 15th place right now. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, right
possession
below us.
65% compared to Bournemouth's 35%, passes 590 versus 312.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's
I mean, the thing is, we got the defense part correct. Like, we got everything correct. The pass is good, the sides are good, but the final part, the finishing part, there were so many balls that could easily. If we had somebody a sharpshooter, like we would definitely have scored a couple of them. One was like very close by Palmer, and then there was a couple of chances that
Ian Maitson as
Jackson,
well too.
yeah, Jackson. Oh, that Mason. That was. I thought he touched the ball with his hand, actually.
Yeah,
But
same.
yeah, but I thought when they replayed it, like
It was
somehow
his
it
butt.
come. Yeah, it's like it comes out of his crotch, and like
And of course,
and
Jackson.
yeah, Jackson was pretty bad. It's like
It's just
I
so
know.
sad because he has so much good
Yeah,
potential, but that finishing
yeah.
final touch that Chelsea's always missing, it's not
Mm.
there.
I
So
don't know what happened to him. Like he was so confident over like the preseason. But yeah, Chelsea game was I mean, we got the stats, we got the defense pretty good, got the sides set, and Gusto was an amazing. He was just killing it every time. This guy is so man, it was good. But the finishing
might I say he could
Yeah.
replace Reece James.
Yeah, he could technically if he had that final touch, the crossing that James has.
I mean, to be fair, it's pretty good. Gusto, he's
It's
like
not
one
as
of the
good as sometimes you could see it, like he's trying to swing it, but it's not as good as James does it. It's just, I
It'll
mean,
take time.
when Reece James does it, it just shifts. It's just it gets perfectly into the. But I mean, he's trying though. A couple of times he did, and
He is currently Chelsea's highest
Mhm.
assister for that season.
Yeah. So, but it's just I don't know what's happening. I don't know if this will improve whenever we have a proper number 10 or 9 when Christopher Nkunku comes back and
Oh my God, God help us.
a lot of players comes back. But at this point, it's just
I
it
actually
feels
saw
like we ran
I,
out of idea already.
I saw this on the internet. Chelsea currently has an injury starting 11, so we can make a starting 11 full of injury players that are actually really good. That's
Yeah.
insane. That's insane. Yeah.
And-
Okay,
and-
well,
yeah.
you can keep talking about it if you want to. It's just pain.
Yeah, it's painful. But yeah, the other games, I mean, I was hoping Tottenham would
Slip up.
slip because they were losing like 1-2, and then they
Mhm.
somehow turned it around like pretty good actually. And then yeah, the other teams, yeah, Arsenal obviously. they
Oh,
could've-
Richarlison scored. Yeah, good for him. I forgot
yeah,
about that.
yeah. And he
cool.
didn't take off his shirt this time around.
Oh, probably smart. Then Kulichevsky a score. Then
Yeah, and they have an exciting squad actually. This is
wait
very
a
bad
minute.
thing to
Wait.
say, but
Oh, you're right. Yeah. So Gustavo Amer scored in the 73rd minute for Sheffield, making it 1-0. And then
Yep.
in the 98th minute, Richarlison scored. And then, of course, in the little bits dying of the game,
they were
90
losing.
plus 10 in the 100th minute of the game,
Yep.
Dejan Kulusevski scored. And then in the, in 114th minute of the game, Ollie McBurney scored. I mean, sorry, got a red card for Sheffield. So, wow, that's insane. That must have been a crazy match, especially if you were in London in the Tottenham Stadium.
But yeah, I mean, this is pretty bad. Tottenham are doing so great.
Yeah, it's
That's bad. That's
London is. I don't want to say it. All right, yeah, but also
Yeah.
Arsenal won that one with Trossard scoring then, and yeah, I mean, teams
Yeah,
are
but
doing
it
good.
wasn't a pretty game actually. It was just a terrible game. Like it was
Everton,
just-
Arsenal.
Yeah, it was just like parking the bus like to the maximum. So
Yeah.
it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that good. It wasn't a good game to watch. It wasn't a good game to. I feel like to play too. Looking
Hey,
at the
a win
highlight.
is a win, and we don't know what that means right now, so
Yeah, yeah.
it is what it is. All right,
true.
we can go now to Oh, actually, sorry, Dimitri, you got anything you want to say about the Premier League? I know you did watch a couple games, especially your Forest team. So
Yes, I like watching my boys play in the forest. I mean, Nottingham Forest.
yes, okay,
The wolves,
the Wolves.
animals, yeah, love those.
Okay, well, rapidly moving on. La Liga, Xavi League. This guy right here. Look at him. He's so happy. So currently in La Liga, it is now first place Real Madrid, second place Barcelona, third place Girona, fourth place Athletic Club, and fifth place Valencia. 18th place is Granada, 19th is Las Palmas, and 20th place is Armenia. Match day 5, let's get into it. Real Vallecano in Alaves, 2-0 for Real Vallecano. Second game, Athletic Club and Cadiz, 3-0 for Athletic Club domination for them. Valencia and Atletico Madrid, 3-0 for Valencia, beating out Atletico Madrid. So yeah, shaky start to the season for Atletico Madrid. Celta Vigo and Mallorca, 1-0 for Mallorca. Great for them. Barcelona and Real Betis, 5-0 for Barcelona. Lewandowski, Gabi, and Yamal as well too, doing great. So no surprises there. And João Felix as well too. Leave Chelsea, you become good. Wow, love it. Okay, then Getafe and Osasuna, 3-2 for Getafe and a red card for them too. Then Villarreal and Armenia, 2-1 for Villarreal. Then it's Sevilla and Las Palmas, 1-0 for Sevilla, beating the newly promoted team Las Palmas, but still they haven't found a win yet. Then Real Madrid and Real Sociedad, 2-1 for Real Madrid. Jude Bellingham, that's really all I gotta say. Yes. Granada and Girona, 4-2 for Girona, but this was a great game right here, so yeah. Solomon, you got anything you want to say about the La Liga?
Why is Atletico Madrid losing to Valencia so
Honestly,
badly?
they're shaky. I mean, Valencia currently, yeah, I'll tell you the score. So Hugo Duro scored in the 5th minute and 34th minute, along with Gabi Guerrero. And yeah, I mean, if you look at the possession as well too, it was 63-37 for Atletico Madrid. But this is actually similar to Bournemouth. But if we didn't have Sanchez in goal, it was 3-0 for Valencia. So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So just think of this as that game, but if we got scored on 3 times.
yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. Lovely.
And then I guess Barcelona, they dominated completely against Real Betis. João Felix scoring in the 25th minute, great for him. Robert Lewandowski or Golski scoring in the 32nd minute. Ferran Torres scoring in the 62nd. Rafinha scoring in the 66th. Then João Cancelo in the 81st. Both Joãos scored today. João Cancelo and João Felix. Leave Chelsea, you get good. Love it. Real Madrid, I guess we can talk about really fast. Federico Valverde and Josuelo. Oh, I thought Jude Bellingham scored here, but he just has a funny face right now. So, yeah, And then of course Ander Valencia scoring for Real Sociedad. But yeah, I mean Real Madrid won this game. Just no surprises. So yeah, good for them. Yeah, that's La Liga. Dimitri, got anything you want to say about La Liga? I know your people over there at Las Palmas are not doing as well too, since you did try there a little bit.
Yeah, love Liga that is also lab. It's like almost like as good as Do and Re Mi Fa Sol, but I like lab more.
Those are actually pretty good ones, honestly. Especially Dole. He's a great player. All right, let's go on to now Serie A, and let's say it. So first place is Inter Milano. Second place, Juventus. Third place, AC Milano. Fourth place is Lecce. Fifth place is Napoli. 18th place is Cagliari. 19th is Salernitana. And 20th place, bottom of the table, Empoli. Match day 4, let's get into it. Juventus Lazio. 3-1, the old lady is singing again. Inter Milano and AC Milano, the Milano Derby. 5-1 for Inter Milano, battering AC Milano at their home, even though that is both their home. Genoa and Napoli, 2-2, a draw there. Cagliari and Udinese, 0-0, and a red card for Cagliari being naughty. Monza and Lecce, 1-1, and both teams being naughty with the red cards. Wow. Then Frosinone, oh, how did you say this name? Frosinone, I like that. And Sassuolo, 4-2 for Frosinone, the newly promoted Italian side from Serie B, beating out Sassuolo. Then Fiorentina and Atalanta, great game here, but 3-2 for Fiorentina in the end. Roma and Empoli, oh my gosh. Am I saying this correctly? 7-0 for Roma, beating out Empoli. Yikes. Okay. Salernitana and Torino, 0-3 for Torino. Then Verona and Bologna, 0-0 there. Anybody watch any games here? Solomon, did you watch any Serie A?
Oh no. Just watched the highlight of a beating of like 5-1. But
Yeah, I was watching that game and wow,
what happened here? Like, this is unbelievable.
It's sad because you would think, Milan derby to be great as usual, but Inter
Yeah.
Milan were just overly aggressive, overly energetic, and I'll just say the goal scores right now. So Henrik Mkhitaryan scoring in the 5th minute, then Marcus Thuram scoring in the 38th minute, then Rafael scoring in the 57th minute, and 2-1. It was a little heated after that, but of course Henrik Mkhitaryan, the Armenian, scoring in the 69th minute, then another one by Hakim Çalhanoğlu in the 79th minute with a penalty, and then David Fratesi in the 93rd minute. So, wow. I mean, even though it was 60% possession versus 40% for AC Milan, but the shots on target were and shots obviously were more. So 14-9 for Inter, and 7-2 for Inter as well too. So, yeah, it was just domination for Inter, and no surprises there. That's what happens if you lose Zlatan. That's all I gotta say.
Nah.
Okay, well, I guess I can say for Juventus really quick. It was Lazio. Dusan Vlahovic doing great for Juventus, scoring in the 10th minute and 67th minute. And then Federico Chiesa scoring 26th minute. Then a consolation goal for Lazio, Luis Alberto as well too. But yeah, that's really all we got to say about that one. Florentina, I'll say on this one. This was a good game. So Giacomo Bonaventura scoring in the 35th minute, but then Tun Kopenminer scoring in the 37th minute. Then, of course, Lucas Martinez Cuerta scoring in the 45th. Then Adamoro Lukman in the 53rd minute. Then Christian Koma, sorry, my bad, in the 76th minute. So yeah, this was a decent game actually. All right, well, that was Serie A. Dimitri, you got anything you want to say about Verona? I know you did happen to go there on vacation and watch a couple matches recently, so
I loved watching the boys and the wolves.
In the what?
Wolves. Woof.
Okay, friendly furry. We like that. All right, on to the Bundesliga. So currently Bundesliga first place. You would think it's someone called Bayern, but oh my gosh, no. It's Bayern. Actually, it is Bayern. Bayern Leverkusen. So haha. Second place is Bayern München. I wonder how much that's going to last. Third place is RB Leipzig. Fourth place is Stuttgart. Fifth place, Hoffenheim. Then 16th place is Köln. 17th is Darmstadt. And 18th place is Mainz. Matchday 4, let's get into it. Bayern, Munich, and Bayern Leverkusen 2-2, a draw there with Harry Kane scoring, but not enough for Bayern Leverkusen because they are actually doing decent. Then Freiburg and Dortmund 4-2 for Dortmund, actually picking up their pace after their most recent couple of games. They've been shaky, but coming back to win. And a red card for Freiburg as well, being naughty. Then Wolfsburg and Union Berlin 2-1 for Wolfsburg. Great win for them. Then Mainz and Stuttgart 3-1 for Stuttgart, beating out Mainz. Then Leipzig and Augsburg with Xavi Simons and a couple new players for Leipzig, amping up that youth team for Leipzig, beating out Augsburg. So great job for them. Then Köln and Hoffenheim 3-1 for Hoffenheim, and a red card for Köln, being naughty. Then Bochum and Eintracht Frankfurt 1-1. Frankfurt. I was watching this game. It gave me headaches, but it is what it is. They could have had their more chances, but it's obvious to see that Kolo Muani, the player that went to Paris Saint-Germain for 80 million, is definitely, missing out right now. And yeah, Frankfurt needs that. Then Heidenheim versus Werder Bremen, 4-2 for Heidenheim, the newly promoted Bundesliga 2 side. Then Darmstadt and Bayern Mönchengladbach. That's a great game here, but it was 3-3, a draw here, and a red card for Darmstadt. Anything, Solomon? Dortmund, did you happen to watch that game, or?
No, I actually haven't started watching the Bundesliga. It hasn't started for me.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Fair. Until it looks
Yeah,
interesting, I get it.
Yeah, until it looks like Bayern Munich is about to lose, and then we can all start watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. And then
As of now, it's just we know who's gonna be leading for the rest of the year.
Yep, we know. All right, but Bayern Munich and Leverkusen, Harry Kane scoring in the 7th minute. Then Lex Grimaldo scoring in the 24th minute for Leverkusen. Then Leon Goretzka scoring in the 86th minute in the little bits of the game, and you think they're going to win, but no. Exquil Palacios scoring in the 94th minute for Leverkusen, making it 2-2. Yeah, but Bayern dominated that game. And we can just go over to Dortmund to see really fast what the game was. So Matt Hummels scoring in the 11th minute, the defender. Then another goal for Lucas Ola for FC Freiburg in the 47th minute, and then another goal for Nicolas Holfler for in the 46th minute. So 2 goals in extra time for the first half. And then of course Daniel Malen, a great player that's doing great right now, in the 60th minute. And then another one for Matt Hummels in the 88th minute. 2 defenders scored 2 goals. That's crazy. Then of course Marco Reus doing another one in the 92nd minute. So good job for them. I did watch a bit of Frankfurt, but yeah, just disappointed with the lack of misses they had because they were missing their great player right now. Yeah, Kulomoni. But yeah, of course, I want to talk about Leipzig. They are great, and Xavi Simons, the young Dutch player that came from PSV and was a part, of course, of that Barcelona and PSG youth team, scoring the 6th minute, and then Luis Abuenda scoring the 11th minute, then David Raum scoring the 27th minute, beating out Augsburg. So yeah, great things for Leipzig, so no surprises. All right, we go on to, Dimitri, you got anything you want to say about RB Leipzig? I know they have a great youth over there, and they're powerful. I know you requested some transfers from there, but yeah, what do you think about that?
Oktoberfest is good.
Honestly, I agree with that. All right, Ligue 1, let's get into it. So, first place, Monaco. Second place, Brest. Fourth place, Marseille. Third place, Marseille. And fourth place, Nice. And then fifth place, I can actually say their name, PSG. Wow. 16th place, Lyon. 17th place, Clermont-Foot. And 18th place, Lens. Marseille 5, let's get into it. PSG, Nice, 3-2 for Nice. Rennes and Lille, 2-2, a draw there. Lens and Metz, 1-0 for Metz. Go baby Metz. Then Lorient and Monaco, 2-2, a draw there. Reims and Brest, 2-1 for Brest. And then Clermont-Foot, and I just spit over my computer when I say Clermont because I am French. And Nantes, 1-0 for Nantes. Strasbourg and Montpellier, 2-2, a draw there. Yep, Chelsea squad Part B is doing okay in the league, kind of, and Montpellier disappointed. Did watch this game. Expected better things, but it is what it is. Marseille and Toulouse, 0-0, draw there. Kind of disappointed for Marseille, but it is what it is. Lyon and Lealvi, 0-0. Gosh, disappointment for this team. All right. Solomon, did you happen to watch any French leagues this? I know you definitely did this if you didn't watch the Bundesliga.
No, definitely not.
Hey, but PSG right now 5th place. What do you think of that?
Yeah, it's
You know, okay. You know those games where like you go to like a co-ed league or some league that's
Yeah.
not as good, and your team is not as good, but you play a team that's really good, but you're like the only good player, and like the game was like 5-4 for the other team, but you scored all 4 goals.
Yeah. No,
So
but the
this,
thing is, this is like a different though. Like I kind of understand though. Like the coach philosophy is gonna be different. Even the way they're playing is very different this
yeah,
season. And
you
they
have no
are
Messi,
struggling.
no Neymar, no I mean you do have Mbappe, but no Messi,
Yeah.
Neymar, and
Mbappe. I have Koulibaly though.
yeah, but still, he's kind of like the same situation with Jackson right now, so he's missing his chances, sadly. But Kylian Mbappe is literally carrying PSG. He scored in the 29th minute and 87th minute. Then, of course, for Nice, Thierry Molfi scoring in the 21st minute and 68th minute with Gaetan Laborde scoring in the 53rd minute. So yeah, if it wasn't for Mbappe, this team would definitely not be as good. But it's it's hard to say. All right,
I
we
mean,
can go
they
now.
say that's what he wanted though.
Huh?
They say that that's what he wanted though. He wanted to be the only star in the team, you know?
He said that?
Just kidding.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I mean, technically, because he wasn't. They said there's a rumor that like he wasn't happy with Neymar. He was like there was a rumor. Well, I mean, he can't possibly have any beef with Messi, but
I don't know.
Messi had the beef with him. So it's like I guess yeah, he wasn't. I think toward the end of the saga with Neymar, it wasn't a happy ending, to be honest. Like the way they were reporting it, some of the things, the way that he was sold. There was
Yeah.
some rumors going about that he wasn't happy, anyways. But I mean,
Shock.
yeah,
The toxic Paris dressing room. Wow. Would never have
yeah.
seen that going. Okay.
So,
Dimitri, you got anything you want to say about Lille? They are indeed the wolves of the Ligue 1 side, so I know you definitely have something for that.
No, nothing. It's all
Oh,
good.
fair. All right. I like that. All right. Going on to the last 2 leagues, MLS and Saudi Pro League. So MLS, only thing we got to say about this, Inter Miami, 14th place currently. So yeah, Messi did actually play, I believe, yesterday or today. Had some assists, but didn't score. Wow, shocking. Very bad. Not good. Okay, then Saudi Pro League, currently first place Al Hilal, second place Ittihad, third place Al Ali Saudi, fourth place Al Toum, then number 5 Al Ettifaq with Steven Gerrard as the manager. 16th place is Al Riyadh, Damak, 17th place, and Al Hazm, 18th place. Those teams probably don't have as much money. All right, now we can get into, of course, where I can play this, the Champions League. And I did already announce the Champions League groups, but let's just go ahead and say it. Group A, Bayern, Man United, Copenhagen, Galatasaray. Group B, Sevilla, Arsenal, PSV, Lens. Group C, Napoli, Real Madrid, Braga, and Union Berlin. Group D, Benfica, Inter Milano, Salzburg, Real Sociedad. Group B, Feyenoord, Atletico Madrid, Lazio, Celtic. Group F, I love this song, Paris Saint-Germain, Dortmund, and AC Milan, and Newcastle. Group G, Man City, Leipzig, Red Star Belgrade, and Young Boys in Switzerland. Group H, Barcelona, Porto, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Royal Antwerp in Belgium. Okay, well, we can just go ahead and say the Champions League. We did watch this, and yeah, let's get into it. Match day 1. Let's get into it. AC Milan versus Newcastle, 0-0. A great game here, even though it was 0-0, but yeah, strong for both teams. Then Young Boys and RB Leipzig, 3-1. Great. I mean, it was a great match for youth teams because both these teams have great youth players. But yeah, Leipzig took that away with 3-1 win. Then PSG and Dortmund, 2-0. You would think PSG would go down a little hill, but yeah, Dortmund held it for a little bit, but yeah, wasn't strong enough for PSG. Then Shakhtar Donetsk and Porto, 3-1 for Porto. Then Man City, a Red Star. Actually, Red Star were winning 1-0 at halftime, but Man City came back. Surprise, surprise. Julian Alvarez, Rodri, blah, blah, blah. Lazio, AC Milan, sorry, Atletico Madrid 1-1. Oh my gosh, this game was amazing. We'll talk about that in a second. Then Barcelona and Antwerp 5-0 for Barcelona, no surprises. Feyenoord and Celtic 2-0 for Feyenoord, so great job for them. And a red card for Celtic being naughty. Real Madrid and Union Berlin 1-0 for Real Madrid. Even though Union Berlin did actually hold up a long time, but yep, Real Madrid in the end. And actually in the very end. But then Galatasaray, then Copenhagen 2-2. A great game here. Copenhagen was winning 2-0 halftime, but Galatasaray came back with their new players and a red card for Copenhagen. Then Bayern Munich and Manchester United. Great game here. I mean, it was okay. 4-3 for Bayern Munich. Yeah. Okay, then Benfica and Salzburg. 2-0 for Salzburg, another team that's young and up and coming. Great job for Salzburg and a red card for Benfica. Then Braga and Napoli 2-1 for Napoli, beating them. Then Arsenal PSV 4-0, comfortable win for Arsenal versus PSV. And yeah, Dutch team didn't do it quite well. Then Sevilla and Lens 1-1, a draw there. Then of course Real Sociedad and Inter Milano. Inter Milano lost this match actually, but yep, 1-1. All right, Salman, got anything you want to say? I know we both did watch the Milan Newcastle game, Dortmund game. Yeah, anything you want to say?
Oh yeah, I did watch that PSG versus Dortmund game. I don't know what happened to Dortmund, but they weren't alive the first half, and then the second half they came back even slower, and then I mean, you got to give to credit. They were playing at home. They were sharp. PSG was very sharp, and they had a very good chances. And yeah, like it was a good game though, very intense. PSG was playing a lot of the attacking. A lot of the passes were pretty good. The crosses, yeah, Kylian Mbappe had a couple of chances, and they were uh, definitely doubling down on defense when it comes to him, when the ball comes to him.
Yeah.
So it's overall it's a pretty good game. And then yeah, I did also watch United versus Bayern today, and then also just passively just was checking on Real Madrid and Union Berlin. It was like, oh, it was close actually. Like
I know.
like, and they were going toe to toe. Like I really liked that game. And other, I was just passively Arsenal, of course. They started very quick. This is this is like how long they've been away since yeah, the last time they were in Champions League, some of the kids weren't even like teens, so it's
Yeah,
been
it's
a
true.
long time. Seriously, so it'd been a long time, but it's good. Yeah, but you're just gonna forget the intensity of like the Champions League game and the preparation that goes into it. And a lot of players, a lot of teams come very prepared. Like you can definitely tell from the league game versus a Champions League game. There's a lot of intensity. The games are very like alive. You can't miss like every second there's an action, every attack, every counter attack, every ball just and amazing. So it was good. It was good. I did watch some of the highlights for most of them besides the City and yeah, the City game. But yeah.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, Red Star Belgrade, their keeper, was
Yeah.
phenomenal that game. Besides one of the goals he kind of gave away, but he was. I would recommend going back and watch it, and you'll say that keeper
Oh my.
for Red Star
Go-
was freaking amazing. Oh my gosh! If it wasn't for him, it would have been
You
so
should see
much
the
more for City.
goalkeeper for who was it? Who was it? I
Lazio?
was just watching. Was it? No, I don't think it was Lazio. It
Because
was
Lazio had that keeper that scored the goal in like the
oh
last
yeah,
minute of the
that
game.
that one was amazing. He was actually
Holy crap!
he
Oh
was
my
reading
gosh.
the game more than a lot of the outfield players. Like you can see him as soon as he saw the guy was about to cross it, as the outfield player was about to cross the ball. You can see him trying to be careful not to be offside, but at the
Wait,
same time
someone.
What?
Todd Bowley has sent a 210 million uh oh my gosh, a transfer for Lazio keeper to be our striker next season. Can't you believe that?
No, but what was it? Benfica and who was playing the goalkeeper for?
Oh, Salzburg.
Salzburg was oh my! He saved so many chances,
Yep.
especially one where he like closed it with his feet.
Yeah.
He literally saved them a couple of times. One was very close in the top right corner, but he saved it, and he literally had the game on his hand. And yeah, and then bad luck, a player got sent off, so
Oh,
Benfica wasn't lucky on that
Schlager.
end. Yeah. So, but the game was very intense though. If they, you could have, if you'd have, if we would have just let it in, supposed to just trying to be clever and touching with his hand
Yeah.
openly,
Yeah, you saw
and
that
then
too.
yeah, like, and I wonder if they could have came back from it, because a couple of times they had a chance. I mean, they had a chance and they still missed a penalty, and then there was a code. If he didn't do that, I think they would have come back anyways.
Yeah.
They would have been able to climb out of that one, but unluckily. But they played pretty good though. They played very well.
Yeah. Okay, well, let me just run through some of the games really fast. So, PSG Dortmund, obviously 2-0 for PSG. Kylian Mbappe and Ashraf Hakimi scoring. And then, of course, we can go on to another game, which was indeed Man City, Red Star Belgrade. So, first goal scored by Osman Bukhari in the 45th minute. It was ruled offside, but actually was on. And then, of course, in the 47th minute, Julian Alvarez scoring. And then in the 60th minute, another goal for Julian Alvarez, and then Rodriguez. So, yeah, young Argentine striker doing great. And where's Holland? Yeah, he's still there. He's still there, but just not scoring. Uh-oh. Then, of course, Lazio, I can say Pablo Barrios scoring in the 29th minute. And, of course, that lovely cross in with even Provedal scoring in the 95th minute. Actually, it's interesting. He was born in 1994. He is 1.94 meters tall. His jersey number is 94. And he scored in the 94th minute of the game. That's just crazy. The way the world works, I love it. I love how it goes. Then, of course, another one, Barcelona and Antwerp. This is easy. So, João Felix scoring again in the 11th minute. Robert Lewandowski scoring in the 19th minute. Then, Gel Batelier scoring an own goal for Antwerp. Lovely. Then, Robert Lewandowski scoring. No, sorry. João Felix scoring in the 66th minute. And Gabi scoring in the 54th minute with his Petr helmet. Yeah, love it. And then we can go now to Bayern Munich and Manchester United. So, Leroy Sané scoring in the 28th minute, dominant for Bayern. Then Serge Gnabry scoring in the 32nd minute. Then Rasmus Højlund scoring in the 49th minute. Then, of course, Harry Kane scoring a penalty in the 53rd minute. Then Casemiro scoring in the 88th minute. Then another Casemiro goal in the 95th minute, making it, it was still, I believe, at that time, 4-3. Was it 4? I don't know. What was it? I don't even know. Okay, then Matthias Stell scoring in the 42nd minute. So, yep, great job for Bayern. They did win that, but still shocking for Onana, the keeper, as well too. So, mate, gotta put your clans closer together. Then, of course, we can get into Arsenal. So, Bukayo Saka, Leandro Trossard, Gabriel Jesus, and Martin Odegaard, all the big stars for Arsenal scoring. And yeah, no surprise. It was easy for them. Then, another one with Real Madrid, Jude Bellingham scoring in the 94th minute of the game. He said, would you rather, someone asked him, would you rather score in the little bits of the game or the last minutes of the game and win it? He's like, yeah, I'll score in that. In this Liverpool accent, he's like, yeah, I'll score in the last minute of the game. I don't mind. It's whatever I want to do, honestly. It's just nicer. You get more feeling. So, yeah, love that. So, yeah, that was Champions League. Dimitri, you got anything you want to say about Champions League? I know your team, Royal Antwerp, did play, but yeah, they got kind of wrecked. Sorry, mate. It's tough out there for Antwerp, the Belgium side. So, you got anything you want to say about them? I know you're closely related to them, but if you don't want to talk about it, I understand. So, I'll give you a second if you want. Nothing? Okay, I understand. We'll move on. All right, well, Salman, do you want to do a little quiz first right now? I do have a little quiz set up if you're up and ready for it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. This is just going to be for you. And I'm really excited. So everybody, this is the quiz, and we can get into it in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome
I love quizzes.
everybody and everything to the Golden Goal Show
Lovely.
football quiz. Our guests today will have 10 seconds to answer each of the 10 football-related multiple-choice questions. Woo wow woo.
Ooh, oh.
Whoever has the most answers correct by the end of the quiz wins a huge prize. Wow. Maybe. Maybe not. I dunno. I don't work here. Anyways, good luck, and may the odds be ever in your favor.
Okay, yes, so that was indeed the lovely, lovely little transition. We like that. All right, well, let's get into the first question of the show. And Dimitri, are you ready, sir? And Solomon, are you ready? If you're ready,
Yeah.
give me a little woo wow woo.
Why?
That's not
Why
what I
would
asked for, Solomon. Come on.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
Okay, Dimitri, you ready?
Wow.
Okay, lovely. All right, so first question. This is about the 22-23 Champions League season. Question number 1. Who scored the first goal of the 2022-2023 group stage? So, was it A. Ferran Jutla for Club Brugge, Mislav Oresic for Dinamo, Kylian Mbappe for Paris, or Pietro Zielinski for Napoli? You have, was it Ferran Jutla, Mislav Oresic, Kylian Mbappe, or Pietro Zielinski? You have 10 seconds. Ferran, Mislav, Kylian, or Pietro? 10. You have 3 seconds. Come on. Anything. Dimitri?
Wait. Can you go through the options one
I
more
already
time?
said
You just cut off as soon as you started talking.
favor.
Okay, love it. Was it Ferran Julta, Miroslav Oresic, Kylian Mbappe, or Pietro Zielinski?
Petro Zeliansky.
Okay, well, the answer is indeed. The answer is indeed something that it's crazy because the answer is indeed not. Oh, actually, Solomon, hey, I'm proud of you. But Dimitri, yeah, it was actually Oresic. So yeah, nice try, guys. All right, next question. What Champions League record did Robert Lewandowski set on matchday 1? The fastest hat trick, the fastest perfect hat trick, the first to score a hat trick with 3 clubs, or the oldest hat trick scorer? You have 10 seconds. Fastest hat trick, fastest.
The oldest.
Okay.
The oldest, yeah.
All right, you locking in?
Yeah.
Well, Solomon, you are. But Dimitri, yeah, you picked the same answer. So the correct answer is the first to score a hat trick with 3 clubs. So the Polish striker, first for Barcelona, followed by 4 for Bayern and 1 for Dortmund. That's crazy. All right, next question, 0-0-0. All right, question number 3. Kylian Mbappe, 23 years old, struck against Juve to become the youngest to reach which milestone? His 30 goals, 40 goals, 50 goals, or 60 goals? You have 10 seconds. 30 goals, 40 goals, 50 goals, 60 goals.
50
60.
goals.
All right, 50, 60. The correct answer is. Oh my gosh. Finally, Solomon. Incorrect. Dimitri, though. Yeah, the answer is indeed 40. So he was 178 days younger than Lionel Messi when he reached the landmark. So yeah, it was 40. All right, next question. Can anyone answer a question? Whose club record did Mo Salah surpass when he netted his 42nd European goal for Liverpool against Madrid? Was it Robbie Fowler, Peter Crouch, Dimitri Hamann, or Steven Gerrard? You have 10 seconds.
Steven Gerrard.
Crouch.
All right. Crouch. Love it. All right. Well, the correct answer is indeed. Oh my gosh, Dimitri. Yeah. Solomon. What do you think I'm gonna press right now, mate? Come on. Take a guess. Take a guess. You're right.
Yeah,
Gerard's
I got
final
both right.
Champions League goal came at a 1-1 draw with Basel in 2014. So yeah, congratulations. It is 1-0 for Solomon. All right, question number 5. Club Brugge this season became only the second Belgium side to reach their last 16. Who was the first team from Belgium? Genk, Ghent, Anderlecht, or Antwerp? You have 10 seconds. Genk, Ghent, Anderlecht, or Antwerp?
Genk.
All right.
Sorry.
Ghent or Genk?
Ghent.
3 seconds. Dimitri? Genk, Ghent, Anderlecht, Antwerp.
Ant-
Huh? What did you say? I heard.
Whatever the last
All right, Antwerp. All right. Correct answer is indeed. Wait. Solomon, what'd you say?
I said Genk.
Did you say Genk with a K or Ghent with a T?
Ghent with the T.
Oh my
I feel
gosh.
like I've
You
seen
got
this
so
one.
close. But Dimitri, you got the incorrect though, by the way. But Solomon, yeah, you were close. It was indeed Ghent with a T. Damn it, I wanted to throw you off.
Yes. Okay.
So-
Yeah, because last year I remember they went pretty far.
I know that's true. Ghent placed second in their group in 2015, 2016. I don't know what you're smoking, Solomon, before bowing out against Wolfsburg in the round of 16. All right, well, 2-0 for Solomon. Pick up the pace, Dimitri. All right, question number 6. How many successive Champions League campaigns has Karim Benzema now scored in, even though he's in Saudi Arabia? All right, is it 15, 17, 18, or 20? You have 10 seconds. 15, 17, 18, 20. What are you saying, guys? 5 seconds.
20.
Oh my god, no, you said it.
3 seconds. All right. The correct answer is indeed. Oh, Dimitri, finally. Yeah, Solomon. Actually, I'm surprised that you actually got this incorrect too. So the correct answer was 18. The French forward notched his first Champions League group stage goal in Lyon against Rosenborg in 2015. That's insane. Great for him. But he's now in Saudi League. Good for him, earning money. All right, next question, number 7, 2-0 for Solomon still. Bayern won 6 out of 6 to extend their unbeaten run in the group stage to make to how many games have they been unbeaten? 22, 34, 42, or 52? You have 10 seconds. 22, 34, 42,
52.
52.
32.
What are you saying, Solomon?
32?
No, it's 34 or 42 or 22.
I mean 34.
All right. Correct answer is indeed. Oh, Dimitri, finally, I can. You suck. Wait, what did you say, someone?
I said 34.
I hate you. You're actually doing good. Why didn't you save this for another time? All right, so the
Mm.
Bavarian side's unbeaten run began with 3-0 defeat at Celtic in October 2017. That's insane. All right. On to question number 8, 3-0 for Sullivan. Which player converted all 5 of his side's Champions League spot kicks this season? Was it Kai Havertz, Sadio Mane, João Mario, or Petro Zielinski? You have 10 seconds. Kai Havertz, Sadio Mane.
Wait, what was the question?
Oh, here, I'll restart it. Which player converted all 5 of his side's Champions League spot kicks this season? It was last season, so yeah.
Okay.
Was it Kai Havertz, Sadio Mane, João Mario, or Petro Zielinski? You have 10 seconds. Or
João
5
Mario.
All right, 5 seconds. What you saying, Dimitri? Kai Havertz, Sadio Mane.
Mario.
All right, Mario. Wait, you guys both say Mario?
Yeah.
You know what? Yahoo! You got it right. Both of you. So yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
man.
30-year-old Benfica midfielder João Mario's first season
Yeah.
as first choice penalty taker, and he did score 5. So yeah, great for him. Yeah, old Frankfurt player. Listen, it is currently 4-1 for Solomon. But if Dimitri gets this one right, he gets 17 points. How long will it take for Mohamed Salah to score his hat-trick against Rangers on match day 4? Oh, sorry. How long did it take for him to score his hat-trick against Rangers? Was it 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, or 9 minutes? You have 10 seconds.
9 minutes.
Okay. Dimitri, what are you saying? 6, 7, 8, 9.
No.
What? I heard. Bleh.
9.
Okay, thank you. The correct answer is indeed 6 minutes. Wow. Substitute Salah. Sorry, forgot. Substitute Salah set a new record for fastest Champions League hat-trick, eclipsing the mark of Lyon's Bafemtembi Gomez. Yeah, So yeah, great for Salah. Last question of the game. On match day 5, who became the first Italian team to score 20 goals or more in the Champions League? Was it Juventus, Inter Milan, Napoli, or AC Milano? You have 10 seconds. Juventus, Inter, Napoli, AC Milan. What are you saying, lads? 5 seconds. 3.
20 goals.
Come
What
on.
was what was the option
18,
again?
18, 18.
No, it's Juventus, Inter, Napoli, or Milan.
Milan.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Napoli.
All right. Well, the correct answer is indeed. Oh, Dimitri, you actually got 78 points in another universe. But Solomon, you did indeed get this. In another universe, you would have got it incorrect, but you got it correct. So the
Ooh,
correct answer was
look at
Napoli.
that.
They reached the milestone by beating Rangers 3-0 at home. So yeah. 5 out of 10, not bad for you, mister. So hey, good job.
Oh,
You did win that, and
I'm proving. Look
I
at that.
know I can give you
Hey,
this.
what happened to you, Dimitri? You didn't get the answers this time around?
You didn't send me any.
You didn't rig it this time around. Okay.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. Don't tell the audience. Yeah, but yeah, congratulations, Solomon. You did win the Golden Goal Show football quiz of the 6th time. Yeah, this is the 6th football quiz we've done. So hey, congratulations. Good job. Proud of you. Well, now we can get into our favorite time of the time, which is the time of the time football memes of the week, sponsored by Ravels Bantas, and this is little Ronnie Foden or Elway. Let's see the first meme. It's about, of course, the new EAFC 24 that came out, and they do have the difficulties set for this, and it's interesting because there's new difficulties. So, difficulties include legendary, world class, semi professional, semi pro, then, of course, the 2 bottom, Manchester United and Chelsea. That's going to be an easy one to play on, and probably, Solomon, you should try using these 2 as well too to play your FIFA to get better. Shots fired.
I am better, son.
All right. Hey, I'll see it when I see it. All right, on to the next one. So this next one is about, of course, I just clicked on this fast. Oh yeah, about the Sidemen match that happened, and also Premier League. So let's just remove it and see it right now. Boop, 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 boop. So, actually, it's funny. The Premier League have copyrighted striked the Sidemen charity game over the use of West Ham Stadium. That's insane. The Sidemen, if you didn't know, there's a YouTube group in UK, and they did a charity stream, bring out the biggest YouTubers, as known as, I guess, Kais and Nat, Judeon. They brought out Mr. Beast. They brought out some other people as well too, Duke Danis, and just other people as well too, Jacksepticeye, but then the rest of the Sidemen as well too. So. Yeah, someone replied on Twitter saying Premier League really just gave a middle finger to charity. So yeah, Premier League, come on, what you guys doing? All right, on to the last meme by Elway. So this one is, of course, about MLS and Messi right now. So yeah, this is actually really funny. So yeah, Atlanta United did beat Inter Miami 5-2, but Inter Miami did not have Messi or, I believe, Jordi Alba at that time, or maybe even not Busquets. But yeah, they said on Twitter, they said, tell him to bring out the whole squad next time. And yeah, they played earlier in the season when Messi was actually playing, and this is what Inter Miami, their admin, replied with. He said, a reminder of what happened when we brought the whole squad. And it was 4-0 for Inter Miami, with 2 goals from Lionel Messi and 2 goals for Ryan Taylor. So yeah, that's a ratio by Inter Milan to Atlanta United. All right. Well, everybody, that was indeed the show. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was a great time here at episode 6 for season 4. And yeah, all I got to say is thank you. And for watching, Solomon, thank you for joining as well too. It was great to have you on. And hey, congratulations on getting 5 out of 10. Honestly, that's probably a record for the show. I'm not going to lie. Getting actually half the questions right. So hey, thanks for being on, and thanks for getting those right. Even though I did not send you the answers, wink, wink.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to challenge myself now and get it perfect. 10 out of 10. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time. And of course, Dimitri, Transfer Agent God, thank you for joining as well too, mate. And yeah, always a pleasure to have you on. Got anything you want to say?
Whoa.
I like that. Nice. All right. Well, everybody, thank you for watching on YouTube and Spotify. And yeah, like, subscribe, and share, because without sharing, how else are you going to know that I am a fan of sadness, because I do support some bad teams right now. But everybody, as you say, in 3, 2, 1, love football. Thank you guys for watching, and bye-bye. Enjoy yourselves, and good night.